international lifeboat institution Stichting is a maritime charity to save sea and lives at sea. BNLI Stichting was founded by the international lawyer Nicolaas Kouvren-Komnenos. The founder belongs to a legendary Navy family and deciding to contribute to the tradition and benefiting time for the noble. He is the author of International Yacht Law Book. In May 2008, during hostilities in Lebanon, the founder was on-scene coordinator of a successful seaborne evacuation of the United Nations military personnel from the port of Nakura of Lebanon to the port of Larnaca of the Republic of Cyprus. The founder also commanded the vessel into the port of Beirut to offer the emergency evacuation of European citizens. The founder realized that responsible citizens have an important role to play in partnership with sovereign actors in the most challenging missions like saving human lives in danger at sea. Recently, the founder was alerted by biologists and environmental scientists. Ever since saving marine ecosystems was raised high on the agenda of BNLI Stichting, and in particular in promoting of using renewable hydrogen by various ships, as well as in monitoring of the level of blue carbon and nitrogen sea pollution. BNLI Stichting has more than 100 volunteers and various organizations and individuals already expressed their potential interest to support.
BNLI Global Whales Carbon Campaign, GWCC. Recycling CO2 is not new for the planet Earth. Volcano eruptions and underground coal fires were emitting huge amount of carbon dioxide for thousands, if not millions, of years. Marine ecosystems always played a key role in sequestrating CO2. And always, whales and phytoplankton were in the center. Scientists agree that up to 50% of carbon dioxide is captured by marine ecosystem, with cetacean playing a crucial part. The marine ecosystem is in real danger. Industrial whaling undoubtedly reduced the population of whales dramatically from about 6 to about 1 million. Whales and phytoplankton are in an urgent need to be protected, and not only from noise pollution. Underwater tsunamis claiming lives of many whales on a daily basis. So BNLI is proud to launch Global Whales Carbon Campaign. Our aim is to re-establish the world population of whales to about 6 million, as it used to be in the past.
Well, we saw a destroyer on the horizon coming toward Harrow Strait, and actually, before we even saw it, we heard it. And then we saw the local J-pod killer whales crowded up against the shore and also moving north away from the vessel. For an extended period of time, these whales stayed near the surface. They didn't go diving and foraging as they had been prior to the ship showing up. And they also came very close to shore. They just kept changing direction all the time, as if they were seeking some direction that would be out of this sound field. We were seeing extreme aversion or avoidance of the sounds by the porpoises and whales at 12 to 15 miles from the ship. I was present in the Bahamas in March 2000 when we had a steady population of beaked whales mysteriously began swimming ashore and stranding on the beach, all within a few-hour period. There had been a sonar exercise in the area, and the Navy ultimately admitted that they were the probable cause of these strandings. Seems as though it may have been just an extreme avoidance or aversion behavior. whales are just trying to get away from this incredibly loud, scary sound and painful sound. And they went to the beach and had a lot of problems with their vascular system and hemorrhaging. You know, the Navy needs these systems, so what they need to learn is when and where to practice. You know, they have to practice nuclear weapon delivery too, but you don't do it downtown populated areas with people or wildlife. So, you know, first of all, they have to learn when and where, and we can help them do that. When they actually are going to conduct an exercise, that they ramp up gradually, giving whatever animals, they will try to avoid the sound, so give them a chance to get out of the area.
Imagine what the whales are seeing seconds before they are killed. These whalers are approaching them at high speed, maybe 13-17 knots. The whales are trying to escape, but they are overtaken. And then a harpoon with dynamite is shot from the deck and just behind me in their body. Their body is shocked, and the whales are slowly dying in agony. Did the whales make something wrong? So the government is licensing the private individuals to kill them. The only justification raised is that we need oil to put lights on the streets of big cities. As you can see, these whalers are built maybe 100 years ago. No. This practice of exploiting the oceans must be stopped. Must be stopped for everybody. For the navies, for the whalers, for the fishermen, etc., etc. We'll find the way to feed ourselves. Stay with BNLI, support BNLI with our missions.
Company from Cyprus, Island Oil Holdings, donates cash to BNLI. They understand very well the need to give back to the society. They understand the importance to contribute not in words but in deeds to the preservation of our very fragile marine environment and marine ecosystem. Witness an official ceremony of the delivery of an all-weather lifeboat 10MC Protector to BNLI. This is happening in the historic Hanseatic Harbour in Iceland in July 2024. From 1470 the Hanseatic League merchants began sailing to Iceland, started building Christian churches. 554 years thereafter Byzantine National Lifeboat Institution returned to Hanseatic Harbour to take delivery of their flagship NMC Protector. An MC Protector will project the power of Byzantine cross flag across the oceans.
This is Iceland, a beautiful, peaceful remains of ancient civilization. My point is, whales are representative of this civilization on Earth, only remaining of this ancient civilization. After a few seconds, we will come to visit the whalers which were sabotaged in 1986. And we will have to make a decision whether we are here to keep up the life and beauty of surroundings, or we are here to destroy. Behind me, two whalers sabotaged in November of 1986. Back in the day, two foreign individuals came to Iceland to put their freedom between whalers and their beliefs. Things changed since then. Due to social media and internet, we do not need to revert to violence to confront license by the government whalers or to destroy private property. In fact, we are against violence and destroying private property. We are calling for armed neutrality. Yes, we are armed. We are armed by the power of our supporters. We have ships, we have drones, we have social media, etc., etc. But we're gonna educate. We're gonna educate people and tell them that whales are not animals. They are part of the ecosystems which maintaining the life on this planet Earth. It is not a secret that whales are fertilizing phytoplankton, which basically recirculate CO2 and oxygen on our planet. Some say 70%. Our life depends on whales. So yes, we become more mature. We are not babies in 40s, which were slaughtering whales for oil, for oiling their military-industrial complex and machines. We have now information, and we have to educate people in the remote areas, and not so remote, which are still killing whales, Navy included. Underwater sonars are disturbing the whales even more than the whalers. But both of them must be aware. Time has come to understand that oceans belongs to everybody. That is what is called armed neutrality. Back in the time of Catherine the Great, who introduced the concept, up to now. And we're gonna maintain that the oceans and the seas belongs to everybody. And we're gonna maintain that whales are more advanced civilization than us, which is proved by millions of years of them living on this planet Earth. So they are not animals. They're advanced civilization, more advanced than us, and we are here to maintain the life, not to destroy the life.
I'm sure you've heard the news. Whales are the unsung heroes of climate change. Did you know that oceanic algae, or phytoplankton, produce about 50% of the oxygen we breathe? But that's not all they do. These tiny powerhouses also bind carbon dioxide, helping to combat the greenhouse effect. And guess who helps them thrive? Whales? Whales mix and fertilize algae, supporting their growth. If we had more whales, we'd see a significant reduction in greenhouse gases. Unfortunately, whaling has decimated whale populations with long-lasting ecological consequences. But there's hope. The Byzantine National Lifeboat Institution aims to restore the whale population to its former glory of 6 million. Together we can turn the tide on climate change. support BNLI and our Global Whales Carbon campaign today. And let's give these gentle giants the chance to save our planet. Visit bnli.org to learn more. Let's make waves for a greener future.
Yes, we foresee hurdles and difficulties, which we will overcome with the pride. BNLI and our concept of neutrality, revive, will prevail as the light behind me. The choice is yours. Peace and love on the planet for generations to come, or in ultimate destruction, which is just 10 meters away. The heroes of Iceland created a beautiful museum of war and peace. The ultimate goal of BNLI is to create a sustainable peace on our planet Earth, to demilitarize all states. You may know, or you may not know, that Iceland is probably one of the few nations in the world without a standing army. It's a beautiful nation, and God bless Iceland.